Hi everyone, Sheryl here. So I'm here today to share with you a tutorial. So this right here is what I called my Lindor Chocolate Holder. So it's got 3 Lindor chocolates, it's got the little carrier, and then on the back it's got the cute little jingle bell as well as a tag, and it already has a to from on it. So this little cute holder is actually from the hand sanitizers. So if any of you guys follow Tamika, who Scrap the World here on YouTube, she did a video series on craft fairs. And so one of them that she did was hand sanitizers. And so I created those. And mine are packaged up a little differently than hers, only because it was basically use what you have. So she used the 4x6 bags, I believe, and I didn't have any of those, but I did have the self-sealing 3x4 bags. And so I used those, packaged those up, and then once I got done, of course, I kept all the packaging, which were these cute little purses. So that's what I used in order to house these cute Lindor chocolates. These were a really, really great hit. We've been in, or let's see, we're signed up for 5 craft fairs. We've already done 3, and we have 2 more left coming up the following 2 weekends in a row. So I need to replenish and hoping that they will go over well at the next 2. So with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys a tutorial. So let me get these out the way, and then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the hand sanitizers from here, wipe it out with a baby wipe, and then I'll show you the rest of the supplies that you need. That way it has time to dry. So you put these to the side, and I already did one, which is right here. So this one should be dry, but let's go ahead and do this one. Now, I will caution you, sometimes these hand sanitizers are hard to get out of this bag. So you just gotta kind of wiggle it a little bit. This one actually is surprisingly easy. I had a whole batch where it literally was a struggle to get them out, and I did rip one bag, but I was able to salvage the other ones. And so the other thing that I do is I always twist the top of these just to reinforce and make sure that there is no spillage or anything like that. Then I'll move these out the way completely also. Then you just need to remove this little paper piece here. So you get a baby wipe. I'm just using these baby wipes from Walmart. And then I actually just go inside the bag and just wipe it out on both sides. Just try to make sure I get everywhere. I don't believe there's been anything that has spilled, but just to make sure and be on the safe side, I would rather wipe it out anyway. Okay. And then I literally just put that to the side and let it dry. And it should dry within a couple of minutes. So, the paper that I used, let's see if I can grab it without dropping anything. So the paper that I used is this DCWV Golden White. Super, super pretty. So I cut out a bunch of sheets when I was making all of these a couple of weeks ago. And so we're actually just going to pick from there. Hold on 1 second as I put this out the way. Here we go. Okay, so the measurements for this is you're going to cut a piece that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to turn it so that it's on the 4 3/4 side, and you're going to score at 3 and you're going to score at 4. So I hope you guys can see, sorry for the shadows, the 2 score marks. And you're just going to fold it, and so it's going to look exactly like the piece that you took out. You guys can see that. Okay. Now, be careful of the ones with the script. I did have a few that had writing on it, or even ones that have shapes, like this one, for instance, has the hearts. So that way, when you fold it up, the hearts are actually going to be upside down. The writing is going to be upside down. People did not care. One lady, she was like, oh my God, these are so cute. And she bought like 12 of them. She wanted 2 of each of the different styles. So at any rate, this is the paper that you're going to use, or the paper, the sizes that you need to cut it down to. So again, that's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and then you're going to score it at 3 and at 4. And I did cut it just under 3 3/4, 4 3/4, sorry. Okay, so let's do this one, and let's do the ducks. All right, now the other thing that you're gonna need is some jingle bells. These are jingle bells that I've had in my stash for a while. I got them from Hobby Lobby a few years ago when they were on clearance. So you'll need 1 for each. Also, the tags that I used on these came from the Dollar Tree, and they came in the packaging like this. You got 8 of each design. So there was the Santa Claus and the ornaments. There was the green snowman at the Santa hat, the red snowman with the poinsettia, and then the snowflake and the sleigh. So we'll do the sleigh, and we'll do Santa. Okay, so then the other things that you're going to need is candy. You can use candy of your choice. I chose to go with the Lindors because when looking at the package, I figured the Lindors would fit the best, and you could put 3 in there. So I got this big bag right here from Sam's Club. I believe it was like 10 bucks, I think. I can't remember if that was one of the sales that they had right before Black Friday. But you do get 45 pieces in here, if you guys can see. And there's the kinds of chocolate that you get. Okay, so let me go ahead and take some out. Let's do a red, a green, and a blue, and a gold. Okay. Alright, so now that we've got our candy out, then you're also going to need some shred and some stickers. So I used this shred from Dollar Tree as well. I went with red and white. And then also you'll need stickers. So if you can bring one back out for a reference. On the front, it was just a little too plain. So I couldn't figure out what to put. So then I put this little bow sticker here from Dollar Tree, which comes in a pack like this. So I took one of the red bows, but then the bow was lacking in the middle. So I took one of the little flower cut-aparts on we all bought these years ago, and I'm sure we all have an abundance of them left. So I used the yellow ones and just cut it apart and then put one in each in the middle. Okay, so you guys can put whatever you want in the middle. I went with a gold theme, so I couldn't really go with anything silver, but I think it looks really cute like this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off 2. That way I can put these back. And then we can go ahead and get started with the assembly. Okay, so let me grab our stickers really quick, or at least take them out the pack. Sorry for the crinkling. All right, so this one is dry, I know. So all I did was, after you go ahead and fold these up, you just go ahead and you slide it in there. I usually fold one piece down and slip it inside. And then once I get it in, I take my hands and then pop it so that it's got the shape. Okay, so it sits up in the back. It's got the box shape at the bottom, and it comes up at the top. Okay, and then after that, it's pretty much just filling it and putting the candy and everything like that. So let me go ahead and get the shred, and you can start filling it. And you can use any color shred you want. I just chose to use the red and the white shred. And I just took handfuls of each, excuse me, and just kind of fluffed it in there. And so I had a little bit of red on the bottom, the white in the middle, and then I also included just a little bit more of the red at the top. Okay, so then once I've done that, then I will go ahead and I will take the Lindor chocolates and put them inside. And of course, make sure the Lindor is facing the correct direction. I did that a couple times and had to go back and adjust them. Okay, 2 and 3. And I tried to make it so that the seam, if you guys can see that seam right there, I put the seams in the back, just because. And then you just go ahead and you snap it closed. And then you take the sticker. And what I did was I put the sticker right over the top of this button right there. Okay? And I tried to match up the middle part right there with the button there, just so that it's kind of even throughout. And just press it down. There you go. And so then you could take the little piece right here, the little flower center, and all I did was I used some hot glue and glued that down. So, get my hot glue off to the side. And put that in the middle and just hold it there for a second so that it adheres. Sorry guys, I know a couple times I am going off frame. This is new setup for me with my new tripod, so just trying to make sure I get used to it. But I wanted you guys to be able to see. Okay, so there we go. So pretty much almost done. We just need to add our tag and our jingle bell. So all you do is you flip it over. Sorry, this one's lifting up a little bit. If you find that it's lifting up a little bit in the back, all you have to do is just push down in order for it to kind of grab its shape again. Okay, so you can put the jingle bell and the tag on either side. It could go to the right or to the left. It honestly just depends. I really just alternated it. It just, because I tried not to make them all lopsided. So that way when I package them up, in order to put them in the 3-tier bin that I had, I'd be able to put them on both sides. So we'll do Santa to the left and then we'll do the sleigh to the right. So all I did was, let's see if I can remember. Okay, I took the tag and I folded it, the strings, so that way I could feed them both through the jingle bell. Okay, so all I'm doing is twisting it a little bit so that I have a little bit of a sharp point. I took the jingle bell and just tried to feed it through on the first pass if possible. In which case that didn't work for me too well this time. Alright, we'll try it again. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take my scissors. Sometimes a sharp point helps to actually feed it through. Alright, so once I got the jingle bell through, try to make sure that the jingle bell is on the front of your tag and not the back. And then from there, all I did was I just tied it on. And I tied it a couple different times just to make sure that it stayed put. So, and you're only going to tie it, did I tie it on both? Yeah, I tied it across both of them, because you'll still be able to open the bag to get the candies out. So I'm just looping the tag through both. And then I am tying it in a knot. and pulling it kind of tight, not too tight because you don't want it to break. Then I bring the end pieces down in front so that I can tie a knot right underneath the jingle bell there. And so I tie the knot there underneath, and then I bring it back and tie another knot right at the top where I tied the first knot. Just trying to make sure that this does not come undone. And it may unravel a little bit, but you should be able to go ahead and tie it back. Let's pop this back over the top because it slipped. Okay. And then from there, I just trim these ends to make them even. And then that's it. I usually just kind of position them so that they're kind of facing down and around. I left the ends because I was afraid they were going to stick out and unravel, and I didn't want that to happen. So there you go. There's the first one. Completely done. Super, super cute. And then let's go ahead and do the second one. So again, with the second one, you can either take the tag and hold it like this, or take the tag and hold, or the base paper and hold it like this or like this to go ahead and feed it through. I'll hold it like this, pop it inside, and then just slide it down, and then take your fingers, to go ahead and shape that. Okay? Super, super cute. And then from there, you're just going to go ahead and take your shred and fill the inside. Okay. I'm running out of the veg, so I have to open up a new package. I'll use a little bit of white and then come back to the red. And again, you guys can use whatever colors you want. I'm actually kind of bummed this year because last year or the year before, Dollar Tree had shred that was like red and silver and then red and gold. This year they didn't have any of that. And I don't know if your Dollar Tree had it or not. Maybe it was just mine, but I've gone to quite a few Dollar Trees and none of them had the shred where it was, because it was red with silver foil and then red with the gold foil, which I thought was really cute, and neither one. None of them had them. So, but this still works. Okay, so I've got a good amount. To move the shred out the way. And then I'll just take my Lindor chocolates and I will go ahead and place them in. It's the red. And again, just making sure that the seam is in the back and I've got the writing the correct way. Okay. And then once I'm done, I can go ahead, snap it closed, put the sticker on, and actually just pull it up just a little bit to make sure it maintains its shape. Go ahead, grab my sticker. And again, the middle of where the little flower will be, I'm placing that on top of this button right here. Okay, you just press down. And then taking my little flower piece, put some hot glue on that. And then I can place that right on it. And just hold that for a few seconds to make sure that it catches and holds. All right, and then we're done with this one. Sorry, just getting the hot glue strings out. Here we go. And then, since Santa was on the left, we'll put the sleigh to the right. So, again, all I'm doing is taking the strings, and then I'm going to gather them together and kind of twist the top just a little bit and kind of hold it with my nail. That way I can try to feed it through you guys can see the jingle bell. Sometimes takes a little bit. Sorry guys, I was trying to make this so that this wasn't a huge long tutorial, but we are at the end. There we go. And again, make sure the jingle bell is on the front of your tag. And then you can go ahead and tie your tag. So again, I tie at the top of the jingle bell, right up underneath the jingle bell, and then back at the top again. And be careful because sometimes the jingle bell does want to slip to the back, like this one is doing. And then you just basically have to move it. So we'll stand this up and we'll go ahead and tie it. Okay, not too tight, but tight enough because you don't want to break it. And then move it down and around to the front and tie just underneath the jingle bell. And then we'll tie it again at the top. All right, and there you go. And then from there, all I'm gonna do is trim the strands. And I try to tuck them behind the tag. It doesn't always work, but, and there you go. Super cute. Really great gifts. You can give these to family as a cute way to just give some chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate. Well, not everybody. I know a few that don't, but for the most part, everyone loves chocolate, and it's a really, really cute presentation, as well as a great way to use up all of your supplies. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.